Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Escucha podcast. As usual, you're here with Megan
and Abby.
And today we have a more festive episode for you guys. This week is fall break and also Thanksgiving.
So yeah, today we're actually going to be talking about our own Thanksgiving traditions with our families, along with some interviews from the Journalism 450 class. And they cater to bilingual journalism here on campus. They also share some of the traditions with their family as well during this festive season. So Megan, what do you do?
Usually for Thanksgiving, I end up driving up to my mom's house, and I guess you would say we don't eat turkey. We don't like it.
Yeah.
So my mom usually does either like a roast chicken, or one year we had beef Wellington. Another
Was it good?
year. Yeah, it was so good.
I want to try it so bad.
It was so good. Definitely 10 out of 10 would recommend. Or one year we also did short ribs.
Mm-hmm.
So that was also really good. I usually help her cook, and I help her with the mac and cheese occasionally. Like sometimes we have that. That's been more of like a recent thing that we've added in.
You don't go and get the Costco one like you said?
No. With my mom, I make it from scratch. Or like we have mashed potatoes. We have like the usual like stuffing.
Yeah.
We have green beans, and then other than that, it's usually just me, my mom, and my brother, just the three of us.
Yeah.
So all of these foods end up what we eat it for like the next week because it's a lot. But we love Thanksgiving leftovers. But yeah, it's normally just the three of us. Sometimes we have like some close family friends come. When I was younger, I had these two friends that I had pretty much like known like my whole life, like because my mom and their moms were in the same, I think it's called like Mommy and Me or something like that.
Yeah.
So they were in the same class. So I've been friends with them since I was like 6 months old. So we were doing Thanksgiving with their families also. But recently it's just been the three of us. And honestly, I think it's a lot. I enjoy it a lot more just because it's like, I love my mom and I love my brother, and the three of us, we get along really well. So there's no family drama or anything that.
That's nice.
Yeah. Abby, what do you do for your Thanksgiving with your family?
I don't eat anything of what you just said.
Oh, word?
Like, I'm being so for real when I say that. Like, okay. I mean, I have two separate Thanksgivings. I have one with my mom's side of the family. And it's me, my mom, my brother, my dad. We all go to my mom's house. And then, like, later in the day, or depending on what the schedule is that day, we go to my dad's mom's house. And over there, that's my Mexican grandma. She now has started making, like, a barbecue chicken with mashed potatoes and corn. And that's pretty much it. Typically, what we have every single year, because I'm half Salvadorian, so we have this dish. It's typically done with chicken, but it's called panes con pollo, which is like, it translates to bread with chicken. But you pretty much get bolillo, which is a type of bread if you don't know. You slice it down the middle. You stuff it with turkey, lettuce, tomato. I don't know how to say rábano in English, rábano. Other types of vegetables in there with curtido, which is fermented. I don't want to say coleslaw. It's really hard to explain this to someone that doesn't know what it is. I would say the closest thing I could describe it to or compare it to is sauerkraut. But it's cabbage with onions and carrots. And you put that on top and you eat it like an actual sandwich, even though for any Salvadorians listening, they're going to get so mad when I say it's basically a turkey sandwich or it's basically a torta, when really it's not. But for people who don't know what it is, that's what it is. And we have it every year. In El Salvador, you typically have it like for baptisms or weddings, Christmas. We always have it on Thanksgiving. And I look forward to it every year because it takes a lot of love to roast a turkey like that, because you can't find the spices that frequently around places. You have to go to the Hispanic market, and then you have to find the specific type one.
Yeah.
Or sometimes my grandparents will smuggle them from El Salvador.
It's like hard to explain, but that honestly does sound delicious. And if you have leftovers, let me know.
Oh, girl, I will call you.
Please.
Everyone needs to experience panes con pollo, or panes. We call it panes con chumpe because you do have it. I do have it with turkey, and chumpe is turkey. I'm actually going to show you a picture right now.
I have seen that.
Yeah.
I have seen that. All right, so we actually have a couple of interviews from the 450 class, so we're going to go ahead and play those for you guys to listen to what they do for their Thanksgiving and their family traditions.
Hola, mi nombre es Emily Castillo. Estamos grabando para el podcast de S1E8. Estoy con
Eduardo.
Eduardo, Isaac
Emanuel.
y Manuel. Vamos a hablar de nuestro Thanksgiving tradiciones. So vamos a ir uno por uno y vamos a dar nuestro response.
Ok, entonces normalmente en mi familia comemos comida más o menos tradicional, pero porque mi hermano medio, él es como vegano, entonces tratamos de tener como algo como vegano y algo que hacemos es tener a menudo, pero usamos como un hongo para sustituir la grasa en la sopa.
We don't really do anything different. Well, what I like to do, we go to East LA every single year, but this year for me it's going to be different. I'm going to be in Miami with family, cousins, aunts, uncles. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing this year.
Para mí lo que comemos es, mi tía, pues, ella hace el pavo, pero luego lo hace con mole, y luego hace el arroz rojo y todo, y luego mi madre en casa ella hace los cheesecakes y los pies de manzana.
En mi familia, nosotros no hacemos nada así, nothing like American tradition. Nosotros lo que hacemos es que mi mamá no hace pavo, ella hace gallina y lo hace con una salsa de tomate, chile con cebolla y luego ella hace una olla de pozole rojo con carne de puerco y luego mi abuela que viene de Honduras hace tamales con queso y chile relleno.
Hi, my name is Jaime de Aro, and for Thanksgiving, I usually cook. Traditionally, growing up, my parents would, make Mexican food, tamales, pozole, etc. But recently, I kind of wanted to, put my 2 cents in the kitchen and started each year I make the turkey, ham, loaded mashed potatoes, and I try to, put the American Thanksgiving aspect in there just to kind of get that traditional Thanksgiving feeling with traditional foods. So it's always fun to do that and put my testing skills to work or once a year. It's fun to be in the kitchen and work alongside my mom sometimes and help her out.
Hi, my name is Diego Renteria, and the way we celebrate Thanksgiving in my family is that everyone really does sort of a potluck. We all have to do a rendition of our own version of a different dish. So my mom, she usually does turkey or the ham, so she tries to change it up in every way possible. One year she fried the turkey, another year she did it in barbecue, another year she did a dry rub and tried to make burgers out of it. It was quite weird. It always tries to bring a little bit of a different sort of Mexican flair to like macaroni, broccoli, whatever we try to bring that year. Obviously, there's the usual suspects of tamales, pozole as well, so it's obviously a nice, happy Mexican tradition that we always bring with our food. But it's usually the one time a year that all of us around the country like finally come and see each other. So that's like another big, important reason why like Thanksgiving is really important to us.
Mi nombre es Andrea Contreras y tradicionalmente cada año vamos a la casa de mi tía a comer con todos. Y tradicionalmente un tío hasta mata un pavo para hacerlo pozole y hacerlo hasta tamales. Y también tenemos los platillos tradicionales con las papas y gravy.
My name is Justin. So what we do for Thanksgiving this year's obviously going to be a little different for a few reasons. First off, it's going to be our first Thanksgiving without my grandpa, so it'll be definitely interesting. And my great aunt will be here with us as well, so she's always a blast to have around. In terms of traditional dishes, my grandma makes her famous broccoli casserole that she's making every year. Then we also do sweet Hawaiian rolls, turkey. My aunt might make mac and cheese, but I'm not 100% sure if she will or not. And then my mom makes mashed potatoes every year. That's amazing. My grandma will make the gravy, so we do that.
All right, so Thanksgiving, we do celebrate it in my house. It's not super big like Christmas as other, holidays. But any specific dishes, honestly, we're not that traditional, I guess. I think like the only big thing that we actually really do is make tamales. Or tamales, sorry. Anyways, other than that, nothing specific for dishes. I don't know about you guys' families.
I know my family, we usually do the typical Thanksgiving dinner, but we also include traditional Mexican food in there. So it's like the turkey, the ham, and the gravy, obviously all of that. But we make sure to include the tamales, the champurrado, of course.
Oh,
so
facts.
In my family, my dad is white and my mom is Venezuelan. So I think she always wants to give him like a traditional Thanksgiving dinner. So we just do the traditional American Thanksgiving. And I would say that Christmas is where we do more cultural dishes.
Does your family make arepas?
Yes, we do make arepas.
So good.
I would say that we celebrate traditional Thanksgiving as well, but I think my family looks more forward to the next day where we do like leftovers and like the pan con pavo, and yeah, like we look forward to that more.
the recalentado, right?
Mm-hmm. I want to thank the 450 students for taking time and sharing their lovely traditions with their families and their current plans for break.
Yes, thank you all for sharing. We really appreciated hearing every single one of you, and I hope all of you have a fantastic break.
That's all we have for you guys this week. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Escucha.
We hope you enjoy your Thanksgiving break. And also don't forget to subscribe here on YouTube and follow us on Spotify and follow Enya_LB on TikTok and Instagram. Happy Thanksgiving.
Bye.
Bye.